affordable rates. When you advertise on Sun FM TV, you'll also get free equivalent radio advertising spots or shoutouts on Sun FM radio. For more details, call us on +260 961 205 967 or +260 212 615 341. Email marketing@sunfmzambia.net. It's a new dawn of new affordable advertising packages on Zambia's first and finest visual radio, reaching over 5 million people across the whole country. If you're not advertising on Sun FM TV, then you're probably not being heard or seen. Come on board and advertise with us. Everyone's not only listening, everyone is watching.
The news.
Good afternoon and welcome to Sun FM Radio and TV News. We take a look at the headlines. The Office of the Vice President has reaffirmed that investors must secure alternative land before displacing communities in accordance with government policy. The Timber Producers Association of Zambia has urged President Hakainde Hichilema to address the ongoing Mukula export ban, questioning government's continued restriction despite a court ruling for its removal. Zambia is among several African nations participating in the Sustainable Infrastructure Development Symposium of South Africa SIDSA 2025, which began today in Cape Town. In sports, Zambia's women's national team coach Nora Hapto expects this week's double-header friendly matches against South Africa and Botswana to provide a crucial assessment of the team's readiness for WAFCON 2025, scheduled from July 5 to 26 in Morocco. Join me for the details shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
With the news in detail, my name is Kyla Brister. The Office of the Vice President has reaffirmed that investors must secure alternative land before displacing communities in accordance with government policy. Resettlement Development Officer Mubanga Mulenga emphasized that affected individuals should engage with the OVP to safeguard their interests. Speaking at a dialogue organized by the Center for Environmental Justice under the Resilience Initiatives for Sustainable Environment RISE project, Mr. Mulenga highlighted the importance of including essential services such as schools, health facilities, markets, roads and water infrastructure in new resettlement areas. He outlined the department's role in coordinating voluntary and involuntary relocations, particularly due to development projects, mining, and natural disasters. The Resettlement Development Officer stressed that vulnerable groups must be prioritized and that resettlement should provide economic empowerment opportunities.
We have to ensure that when you are, and this is part of our policy, you have to make sure that when this investor comes to you, they have to leave you better than the way they found you. So it has to be higher. Like we said, the compensation is based on the market or replacement cost, whichever is higher, replacement cost. And the investor shall be required to identify alternative land for resettlement. So when this investor comes to you and is trying to displace you or move you out from that place, it is their mandate to look for alternative land.
And CEJ Executive Director Maggie Mwape confirmed that the RISE project empowering mining affected communities in Sinazongwe and Serenje districts will likely extend into a third phase from 2026 to 2028. She highlighted progress, including 21 savings groups with over 300 members, but noted ongoing challenges such as economic instability, environmental degradation, and displacement.
Reflects a shared commitment to addressing the challenges facing our communities and building a future that is equitable, resilient, and sustainable. Some of you may recall that the RISE project was launched in 2019, which was under the phase 2, and it is coming to an end this December 2025. But we also have some good news that our partner has agreed that we extend into the third phase that will run from January 2026 up to December 2028.
Meanwhile, Chieftainess Nazongwe reaffirmed traditional leadership's duty to protect communities from mining-related challenges. She emphasized that Nazongwe residents have endured environmental degradation, water contamination, and displacement, making it essential for these issues to be addressed. While Sinazonga District Commissioner Chimunya acknowledged persistent challenges, including water contamination and economic instability, especially affecting vulnerable groups like women, youth, and people with disabilities. Stressing the need for collective action, Mr. Siakole called for alignment with national policies to create lasting solutions for affected communities. The Timber Producers Association of Zambia has urged President Hakainde Hichilema to address the ongoing Mukula export ban, questioning government's continued restriction despite a court ruling for its removal. Association President Charles Musenge has called on the President to consult the Ministers of Green Economy, Finance and Justice to clarify the reasons for the ban's persistence. He expressed disappointment that the restriction contradicts President Hichilema's previous assurances to lift it. Mr. Masenge also criticized the integrity of Zambia's judiciary, arguing that the Mukula stockpile could help alleviate the country's socio-economic challenges by increasing foreign exchange and revenue.
The judgment has come out completely, and surely there is no such an instrument which has said Mukula has been banned. But why? People paid for Mukula. They are holding receipts. Up to now, the money which was deposited into Control 99, we don't know the way forward. We are appealing to Honorable Minister of Finance, Honorable Stumbeko Musogotwane, to tell us what will happen to that money which was paid into Control 99. One company paid almost over 600,000.
Zambia is among several African nations participating in the Sustainable Infrastructure Development Symposium of South Africa, SIDSA 2025, which began today in Cape Town. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Gift Sialubalo, is attending the symposium, which runs until May 27, 2025, alongside ministers from Uganda, Ghana, Eswatini, Lesotho, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Namibia, and Equatorial Guinea. SIDSA brings together stakeholders, experts, and policymakers to explore infrastructure investment opportunities across Africa, promoting regional cooperation as outlined in the Program for Infrastructure Development in Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to address the event on May 27, 2025. Minister Sialubalo, accompanied by Permanent Secretary Gabriel Poleni and senior officials, will also engage in bilateral discussions with South Africa's Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, Dean McPherson. During the engagements, Mr. Sialubalo will highlight Zambia's role in global infrastructure development, its ongoing projects and priorities within the 8th National Development Plan. Discussions will focus on connectivity, trade, regional integration, and local development, strengthening Zambia's commitment to innovative and sustainable infrastructure growth. This is in a statement issued by Tamara Nyerenda, First Secretary for Press and Public Relations at the Zambia High Commission in South Africa. This is Sun FM Radio and TV News. We now take a break. After the break, sports news.
Treat yourself to some warming entertainment this May on Top Star. For just 210 kwacha on Antenna Classic on D-Smart. Witness the end of a highly contested season of amazing football in the stylish Spanish La Liga as Real Madrid and Barcelona put their rivalries to bed in readiness for the 2025-2026 season on your favorite sports channels. Stay glued to Novela E+ to watch our latest Filipino drama series, Senior High, showing daily at 1950 hours from May 14th and continue on the path of crime and stolen identities in Gangs of Manila, airing daily at 2040 hours. Also watch the best of Bollywood series on Star Life, C1, and catch classic movies on Filmbox and Movies Plus. So don't be left out. Grab yourself a Top Star decoder now. Top Star, enjoy digital life.
Welcome back. In sports, Zambia's women's national team coach Nora Haptu expects this week's double-header friendly matches against South Africa and Botswana to provide a crucial assessment of the team's readiness for WAFCON 2025, scheduled from July 5 to 26 in Morocco. After finalizing her squad, Haptu confirmed the dismissal of 11 players ahead of the matches, emphasizing the importance of facing defending champions South Africa, whose tactical approach will challenge Zambia's defense over the full 90 minutes. Since her January appointment, succeeding Bruce Mwape, Haptu has overseen 4 friendly matches, recording 2 wins and 2 losses. The upcoming FIFA international friendlies follow Zambia's February clashes against Malawi and April training camp in China, where the team faced Thailand and the hosts. The Copper Queens will play Botswana on May 31 and host South Africa on June 3 at Lucas Morepe Stadium in Pretoria as part of their preparations for the WAFCON 2025. Additionally, they are preparing for the delayed 2024 edition, where they are placed in Group A alongside Morocco, Senegal, and Congo. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. The Office of the Vice President has reaffirmed that investors must secure alternative land before displacing communities in accordance with government policy. The Timber Producers Association of Zambia has urged President Hakainde Hichilema to address the ongoing Mukula export ban, questioning government's continued restriction despite a court ruling for its removal. Zambia is among several African nations participating in the Sustainable Infrastructure Development Symposium of South Africa SIDSA 2025, which began today in Cape Town. Finally, in sports, Zambia's women's national team coach Nora Haptu expects this week's double-header friendly matches against South Africa and Botswana to provide a crucial assessment of the team's readiness for WAFCON 2025, scheduled from July 5 to 26 in Morocco. And that's the end of the news. On behalf of the entire Sun FM radio and TV news crew, my name is Kayla Brista. Stay tuned.
The News, 88.5 Sun FM.
We came, we saw.